Hello everybody. In this video I'm going to be sharing with you the Maxpedition MiniPocket organizer. And I'm also going to compare it to the standard size pocket organizer. I know for a while I've had the full size pocket organizer, and it is indeed bigger. And it's a good amount bigger. For example, it won't fit into some cargo pant pockets. I don't carry it that way, so I don't really have a problem with that. But I think, for example, the 511 tactical pants, this doesn't fit in at least all the way. It might stick out a little bit. I'm not exactly sure because I don't have those specific pants. But it will fit into cargo pockets on like TDUs or BDUs. For example, the 511 TDU pants, this will fit in there. Okay, I still don't carry that in there because this is kind of a heavy kit. Okay, and once I get inside of it, you'll see. I have a video on this as well. Man, this thing just won't stay there, will it? It's good that it's this big, but sometimes it can be a drawback, and this is all you can bring. This is a very small pocket organizer. But let me take this away for a second. I got this to replace the Husky little pouch I have here. Okay, and you can get, this Husky set comes in three pieces. It has the smallest red pouch, which is this. It has the medium size, a little bit bigger than this, that's gray with the mesh. And then it has a full size, which is the black, right, also with the mesh. So you can go to Home Depot and get the 3-pack of those for like $6, which is a good deal. Sometimes they have them on sale. You got to watch because they don't really sell those items too much. But when they do, I think you can get it for almost half that, which is an incredible deal. Okay. And as you can see here, that this pack is just a little bit smaller. It might be, poking out a little bit more or whatever, but this is full and this is empty, so that varies as well. But I wanted to take the contents out of this. This is my EDC survival kit, and I have a video on this. I did pretty recently, I guess, in the last couple months. And I wanted to take this stuff and put it in this. This is a higher quality pack, so I just wanted to transfer that into that. Now, unfortunately, the stuff that's in here and how I have it packed didn't fit in here to my liking, because this is going in a cargo pocket and it's swinging around. I need it to be low profile, and this really wasn't doing it. I racked my brain for probably about a half hour trying to configure it, change certain things about this kit and everything, and it just wasn't happening. Will it happen in the future? I hope so, because that was the main point I got this for. Okay, now let's open this up. Now it opens pretty much the same way as the full-size version. I'll get this out of the way here. I'll just throw it right there, I guess. Alright, now, basically, it opens up, and it's pretty good quality and everything, just like a lot of Maxpedition stuff is. It's got some gray interior here for high visibility. Also, you have a full-length pocket going behind each one. It goes all the way down. Same with back here. You got your key fob, lanyard, whatever you want to use this for thing. Then it has your elastic keeper strap, one big one right here, and then you have 3 medium size here. And then you have your 2 on this side, and then you have even more narrow. This is good for like pens, and for example, like a Sharpie or something like that. Let me see if I have one handy. Here we go. Sorry about that. Just to kind of give you guys an idea of the scale of size, because I don't know what your use is going to be for this. But you see, that's your standard size Sharpie, and that's a good reference on the size of that. Also with these, another good reference would be maybe a lighter and a whistle, a flat whistle. Emergency Essentials, 75 cents. Let me see, that's snagged up a little bit. Alright, so now you can kind of get an idea on the size. And by the way, this black stripe on here, that's electrical tape. That's a very good and handy thing to do with electrical tape, to have it on hand. Hence the handy, right? I know it wasn't funny. Alright, so you have this, and then on this side you got your little 550 cord loop. You can get creative with that. Man, I just cannot. This has got to go. Sorry, guys. I know. Alright, that's much better. You got your little 550 cord loop. You can get creative with that. Also, what I've done in the past, I've ran out of 550 cord recently. And my past couple purchases, I've really been stupid and haven't ordered more, so it's killing me because I need 550 cord like crazy. Excuse me. But what I do is I usually wrap up my 550 cord in about, a width that would allow it to sit here, and then I kind of just do like a little shoestring knot and tie it directly to the 550 cord. For example, 550 cord stores where 550 cord is looped. It's just something that I do. Also, when you have a lot of gear packed in here, this tends to be a little hollow spot in your pack with pretty much this and the full size, to where you can, put that up there. It's just a tip. I'm throwing it out there. I'm sorry if I'm rambling on or whatever. But on the back here, let me close this up, and it does have the double zippers, YKK, and it's got the mesh on the front. Good size, good heavy-duty mesh. It has a loop field here that you can put a patch on. Now this is smaller than your standard size. It's about a half-inch shorter. It's horizontally the same, but it's about, like I said, a half-inch shorter. Could you still slap it on there? Sure you could. And by the way, this is glue adhesive. It's not Velcro, unfortunately. That was a bad deal that I got from a company I'll never do business with again. Alright, let me see if I can do some measuring for this loop field for you guys, in case you're just wondering. Sorry. I got things all torn up all around my room. So it's 3 inches by 1.5. You could say 1 1/4 of actual usable loop field. Okay, so you're 3 by 1 1/4. Excuse me. So that's the front of it there. Here's the back. Same kind of handle that they use on the other one. And also the 3 by 2. So it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Rows of molly. And I know I've seen some people mount this to where they use like a malice clip or something like that, like a speed clip or whatever, and they only use the one that spans 3, and it only grabs 1 strap on each side. I suggest, and this is just me, I'm not an expert or anything, but I use, when it's like this, I use the ones that span 5, so that way I can go through the mounting platform, through this one, through the mounting platform, through this one, and then back to the mounting platform. So it has an inner weave, so it has 4 points of contact instead of just 2. It gives it a more rigid base. Also, when you span 5, for example, on this size pack, those clips, depending on what kind they are, not the Maxpedition Tech ties, never again. I know there's some guys out there that probably like them. I can't stand them. I like the Black Hawk speed clips. They will also give additional rigidity to this. Even if they're not necessarily attached up here and here, just them being there gives more rigid platform, which is really good, especially when you start putting some weight in. And not that you would have a lot of weight in a pack this size, but it's just good for it to be more rigid if at all possible. Alright, now we're going to do a real rough estimate. And when I say rough estimate, as far as like measuring bags, as soon as you put stuff in it, it changes. It can change within an inch or more. So it would be foolish for me to say this is the exact size. Okay? So you got, let's just call it 4.5. It looks like it could be 5, but if there was stuff in there, it definitely wouldn't be 5. Okay? So we're looking at 4.5 by, that looks like 7, but we'll call it 6.5. just to give you guys a little bit of leeway if you have something that's a little bit larger and you're not specifically sure. Alright, also the depth, it's not very deep, and that's a good thing if you plan on carrying this every day. I would say just an inch. It probably could stretch out to almost 2 inches depending on what you were putting in it. But that's pretty much it. If you guys have any questions or any comments, any experience with this, please share it with me, like anything else that I ever do a video on, or even things I don't do videos on, because people ask me stuff all the time, and I try to pass on the information. And, you know, if you teach me something about this, the next guy that asks me something about this, I'll be able to pass along your experiences. And it's like I always say, the reason why I do all my videos, let's all learn from each other. Because I think that, you know, I'm not an expert, I'm not military, I'm not law enforcement, but if I share my 2 cents with this, and then you guys take something from that, and vice versa, we'll all progress better as a people. And that's what it's all about. That's what life is all about. It's not what YouTube's all about, or ego, or status, or whatever. None of that. It's just, let's progress as a people. Keep it positive. Thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate you guys watching. I wouldn't make videos if nobody would watch them. That's just about it. It's like I always say, let's all learn from each other. Joe Tactical out.